Devastated. So this is a story of legs and legacy. Let's say it how it is, yeah? I think that we were all just way too wrapped up in Tyson highlights. And really, so we should be. A lot of people out there like me are Tyson fans, boxing fans. And if you're a fan of Tyson, if you're a fan of boxing, then what you remember is Tyson at his peak. Because Tyson at his peak is boxing poetry. Like, he is the best example of what boxing is when he's at his peak. And you know what? Let's think about the good side of this. The good side of this is we got to see Tyson box again. Actually, scratch that, because we didn't get to see him box again. We're going to have to go with we got to see Tyson train again. I think for all Tyson fans, for all boxing fans, that's the message in it. That's what we're going to have to go with here and lead with. We got to see Tyson properly train again. Hit those pads again. Look like he's about to fight again. But it looked like when he got into the ring, in my opinion, it looked like he was thinking, like we see one of them clips that's been going round, he's thinking, why have I done this? What am I doing? Why am I doing this? And that was in one of those clips that was going round about him. It was a payday, all right, as much as we probably don't want to admit it. This was a payday, and fair enough, let the man have his money. He's a legend, he's an absolute gem, he deserves it. I'm glad that they both left the ring safe. I'm glad specifically that Tyson left the ring safe, because had things gone ugly, they could have gone really ugly. And we all know that, really, strictly speaking, yeah. Jake Paul, he could not unload on Tyson. If he unloaded on Tyson, if he actually injured, damaged Tyson, there would have been a degree of uproar. It would not have been good for Jake Paul's future, his boxing future, perhaps his celebrity future. And I'm sure that Jake Paul was looking at Tyson like, oh, he actually is like, I am fighting an old man in the ring right now. That is what's happening. I think Jake Paul really saw that once they were face to face, and once he saw that Tyson wasn't coming for him. I also think that Tyson struggled to bring out that beast, bring out the old Tyson. I think Tyson struggled to do that. He has this changeover that's happened over the past 20 years, where it's all about wisdom and love and passing on his knowledge. He's that guy now, and I think that he did struggle to bring out that beast, the old Tyson. But at the same time, we have to admit that, he is much older than he was. And yes, if we look back, yeah, his career did end in a way, it ended like a normal career. When he was absolutely smashing it, he was top dog, and that's put him into legendary status. That's of course how good and amazing Tyson is and was. But when his career ended, it ended like quite a normal boxer's finish. He was getting beat. He wasn't at his peak anymore. I just watched a True Geordie video, and he was right in what he was saying. And that is the things that Tyson needed, and the skills that Tyson used to box were things that are very much athletic abilities, agility, accuracy. We look back at Tyson and we see power punches, strength, where he can just go for ages and people just do not last. But when I say but, no pun intended, I'm sure that was such a weird shot. What was going on? Netflix cameraman, what was with the but? Anyway, yeah. So those abilities, that strength, that agility, those athletic abilities, that chasing down and pressuring the other boxer, that's who Tyson was, and that is what he has lost. He's still got the power, I'm sure, but he can't hunt down his opponent anymore. And I think that Tyson had a lot of respect for Jake Paul for giving Tyson this moment, this like biggest event. But the fight itself, it wasn't a fight, was it? There was one round where Tyson threw 7 punches and landed 1. It's just mad to even say that Mike Tyson threw 7 punches and landed 1. You know, like 2 Old Tyson fans, one of us has got to be able to invent that Men in Black memory eraser thing. It just takes one of us to create the Men in Black memory eraser device, and then we're loving it. We can all forget that this fight ever happened, and that's what we need. There's millions of Tyson fans out there. Somebody make that memory wiper, and we can all just take turns and get rid of this fight from our memory, because I'm still getting like Tyson clips on my feed, like Tyson motivational clips on my feed, right? And yeah, they're for the moment at least, when I'm watching them, I am seeing Jake Paul. As much as I'm trying like to not let this bother with who Tyson is, was, etc. Tyson is one of the all-time greats. It's him and Muhammad Ali, innit? Yeah. For me, in a way, like they're equal. Muhammad Ali and Tyson, for me, are equal. Because Tyson's fighting style, that vicious fighting style, is just stunning. Things he did blew my mind. Of course, Muhammad Ali did things in like the political sphere as well. He brought about some change and stuff, so that's like powerful in itself outside of the ring. Tyson, though, in the ring, ultimate boxer, that's who he is and what he was. So yeah, gutted to watch that. Like when the fight came on, like I went from thinking that Tyson's going to knock this guy out within like the first couple of rounds. I'm like, from thinking that Tyson's going to knock this guy out in the first couple of rounds, my state just changed to, oh my God, is Tyson going to be safe? Like, he is not moving. He's not moving. He's not hunting Jake Paul down. And I don't know if you guys spotted this as well, but when Jake Paul would throw some punches, Tyson's reaction was like completely off. Like he was like blocking and dodging and stuff, and he was moving into positions and moving around in ways where there were no punches. Like his radar seemed to have been just completely off, just completely wrong. And in a way, he was tiring himself out from punches that just weren't even coming from those directions. So it's very sad to see, extremely sad to see, but I hate the fact that this is on Tyson's record now, and this is on Jake Paul's record too. I absolutely hate that. But let's stick to the bright side. We got to see Tyson fight. We got to see Tyson come into a ring again. Kind of got to see him fight. We got to see him train again. We got to see Tyson back in the spotlight. We got to see him, main event. This has got to be the end in terms of boxing for Tyson. I think just enjoy your life, stay at home, relax, do the podcast, impart your knowledge, keep going, have fun. I think that this is that part of Tyson's life. Just enjoy yourself, stay with family and stay safe. One thing I want to mention is that there is nobody in the spotlight. I'm talking about Hollywood, I'm talking about music industry, I'm talking about sports. There is nobody who does what Tyson does, in the sense that when you see him sitting with somebody who he finds to be an inspiration, somebody who inspired him, when you see him sitting there or even talking about somebody who inspired him, he wears his heart on his sleeve. He gets emotional. He digs deep. He really recognizes people. He looks at other boxers and talks about other boxers and says things like you inspired me. Without you, I would never have boxed. And as he's saying it, he's like choking up. I just find it mad that nobody does that but Tyson. And I'm probably not going to make too many videos about Tyson, so I thought I might as well stick this in there. Yeah, tough fight to watch. I'm glad that Jake Paul was respectful in the sense that he didn't go for Tyson. He didn't like knacker Tyson out. It looked like he wanted Tyson to go home safe as well. So credit there to Jake Paul for doing that, for ensuring that this diamond gets home safe. And at the same time, he secured the win. In a way, Jake Paul secured that win with minimal damage to Tyson, and that's probably best case scenario. Real shame to see the legend like that. I think now what he should do is maybe train boxers, and just live that way. Stay out of the ring, just take it easy. For me, it makes sense now that like the no knockout rule when Tyson had his recent fight, it was Roy Jones, wasn't it? I think it was Roy Jones back in 2021. So his fight before this one, it makes sense why there was like no knockout rule in that. And Tyson seemed to be doing well in that one. It's sad to see that Tyson looks like he's aged a lot between that fight in 2021 and this fight. So hopefully the guy's taking care of himself and stuff, you know what I mean? But anyway, guys, sad to see, but at least it was a fight, kind of. Netflix, you crashed a fair few times. Don't know what that was about, but I'm sure you'll fix that up. Again, I'm glad it was on Netflix, like, you know what I mean, guys? Like, we didn't have to, like, fork out and pay for that. That was just on Netflix, so credit there as well. Very well put together this event was in that sense. Massive deals going on, lots of cash. So credit where it's due, but the fight, I kind of wish it never happened. But at least Tyson got the cash. Both fighters are safe. Anyway, guys, I will catch you guys later. I'm going to take some time getting over this fight. And for now, I will see you when I see you.